Let's take a look at this. Here's some code that starts a game where we have to keep Scratch Cat flying, and some more code that checks when we hit the ground in order to stop the game. When we click on the green flag, the game runs as normal, and when we hit the ground, we lose. But click the green flag again and nothing happens? It was working just fine before, but now we're presented with a stopped project. Well, this is caused by the concept of script precedence. No, script precedence! And it's a bug that's plagued many projects. So, let's figure out how to fix this code by first understanding what in the world is script precedence. You see, you might think that every script in Scratch runs simultaneously, or all at once, but this would be very confusing. You never really know what code was happening when. So instead, a script precedence or order is established, where code runs in a straight line of sorts, and each script must finish before continuing to the next one. Unless the script takes more than one frame, then Scratch will come back to it on the next frame. Let's take a look at our project again, except with the line of precedence drawn. You see, when we click on the green flag, the project first checks to see if we are touching the edge. Since we are, the project stops everything, and then resets our position. Yes, even though the project is supposedly stopped, this code still runs. You can find out more in the short above. Anyway, since the cat is touching the edge, the project stops, and then the cat moves to the middle. To fix this, we need to force the scripts to go in the opposite order, where the cat is moved to the middle, and then when we check to see if we are touching the edge, we are not touching the edge, and the game continues as normal. But how can we force the scripts to go in a certain order? And what order do scripts go in anyway? The answer to this question can be complicated. Like, how are scripts in a single sprite handled? What if the scripts are across multiple sprites? What about clones? Or it could be really simple, it can make a superb comment. And that's what I received quite a few days ago by Nicky Nickel. Not only sprites layers change the order of the code ran, but the individual scripts layers too. Let's break this down. You see, when different sprites have competing scripts, the sprite on the top has its scripts run first, and then the sprite on the bottom has its scripts run last. This is the order for different sprites. But what about the order for different scripts inside of a sprite? Well, scripts will generally run depending on when their hat block is made. If the hat block has been made first when making the code, it will run first. If the hat block has been made last when making the code, it will run last. This is what Nicky Nickel is talking about the scripts layer. Not only do sprites have layers on the stage, but scripts do too in the code area. Now let's use what we know to fix this code. Since we want this block to run first, we need this hat block to be the oldest. Therefore, let's throw away this hat block and replace it so it's the newest hat block. For the moment of truth, our project now works. We can now leverage script precedence to get our code to run the way we want it to. But this can become a nightmare. Imagine having tons of scripts and perfectly managing the hat block age for each one of those scripts. Oh my goodness, that does not sound like fun. Also, this rule can still get complicated for situations such as clones, where those pesky clones always seem to run last. So we need a better way to manage the order of scripts. The best way to do this is to use a broadcast-centered project flow. In this style, you use broadcasts to tell which scripts to run. The broadcast will go in the order you like, so there is no need to worry about managing the order of scripts directly. We can use this project flow to rewrite our code. Let's name this script Manage Player Movement and this script Checked for Game Over. Now, we just need to run the scripts in the correct order. And there we go! Now, you not only know how script precedence works, but also how to manage it using broadcasts. Hopefully, this will save one of your projects from one of the bugs you can encounter in Scratch. Anyway, that's all I have. If you enjoyed the video, please subscribe. And if you haven't seen the VR series, go check that out. I'm gonna edit this video now.